We are about to dive into the coldest water challenge we've ever taken on, waking up before daybreak for 7 frosty mornings in a row to swim in the frigid waters that surround the city of Vancouver, Canada. Vancouver is surrounded by over 30 kilometers of seawall and beaches. Unfortunately, for 8 months of the year, the water is far too cold to swim in. Currently, it's 7 degrees Celsius, which is, believe it or not, 5 degrees colder than the average temperature for an ice bath. With this type of endurance challenge, there's basically no way I'd follow through with it on my own, so I recruited my good friend Jesse to join me each morning. Our goal is to double our cold water exposure time each day until day 7, when we attempt to spend 10 minutes submerged in the ocean water. I've always wanted to know what are the benefits to swimming in cold water and just how long my body can handle the freezing cold temperatures, and by the end of this challenge, I'm hoping to find out. The number one reason why people don't like swimming in cold water is because it freaks them out. So the reason I'm taking 7 cold water plunges in a row is to move past my freaky reaction and actually try to figure out what are the health benefits and physical benefits to cold water exposure. I want to know what's up with this. But I have another motivation. I want to do this cold water plunge because I've been cooped up in my apartment for the last 12 months, and I want to do something to get me outdoors with a friend to do something I've never done before, just simply to remind myself that I'm still alive, I still have air in my lungs, and I can still take on difficult tasks. I got stuff to do, starting right now with day 1 and a quick dip in the cold blue. Morning.
Morning.
When we woke up on the first morning, it was dark and early, and the challenge began.
Oh no. Honestly, I do not know how I could stay in that for 10 minutes. Like, there's nothing in me that tells me that that's possible.
When we arrived, the water was freezing cold to the touch, and I did not want to go for a swim.
Oh, I want to keep my hat on.
This challenge has 7 different tasks that get progressively harder from day 1 to day 7. Day 1 begins with a quick dip. Throughout the week, we take on longer endurance swims until day 7, when we attempt to take a 10-minute long cold water plunge.
All right, so we're going for our first swim. Oh, I can.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's bad.
That's a wrap, day 1. Only 6 more harder challenges to go. I've actually never gone into cold water with the intention of staying in the water. Every time I've ever gone into cold water, my only objective was to get out as fast as possible. There's something about this challenge that has to flip that switch, because if you can't get past that, then you can't stay in. And right now, I can't. I've never done it, and I don't know how. For day 2, we switched things up. The task was to see how long we could hold our breath while swimming underwater.
Are you going swimming?
No, are you crazy?
Yeah.
No, yeah, me too, dude.
Starting with this swim, we went one at a time so we could see how the other person reacted to the cold.
Yes! Yeah, man. That was awesome.
I was fine walking in, but the head really changes things.
I'm not actually sure what to do. At this point, I don't have control. After the second swim, I realized how hard it was going to be to reach the 10-minute goal. So I recruited my ikario friends from Portugal.
This one's for you, Tim.
Unfortunately, the water there isn't very cold, but they still wanted to join the challenge and said they would figure out another way and let me know. It's definitely the coldest morning so far. It's freezing cold, the sand is frozen, the sun's not awake. I'm like, haven't even gone in the water yet. My hands are already shaking. What are we even doing here? That's how I'm feeling. Day 3 was rough because a freezing cold Arctic air had come in overnight and it almost derailed the challenge. Okay. Okay.
How are you doing?
Good. Yeah. After the 3rd swim, I realized just how significant it was to be doing this challenge with a friend. Tomorrow we'll be more than halfway done the challenge.
All right. Okay, we're at the downtown beach. This is what we're dealing with. How do you feel about swimming out? Kind of like, what's your strategy?
I don't know if I'm gonna go far. I'm just gonna keep moving once I'm in.
Yeah. Just kind of tread water. Go in like kind of an arc or something.
Maybe. I'm not excited.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. It's almost normal at this point. Like.
Yeah. Day 4, like.
Day 4.
Day 4 was unique because it was the first endurance swim. The person had to swim out for 1 minute, and then when the timer went off, they would have to swim all the way back to shore.
30 seconds in. 1 minute.
Jesse's endured 1 minute swimming out, 1 minute swimming back. I'm about to go in.
Like halfway through, I was like, yeah, 10 minutes is not possible.
It's not possible?
Not possible. But then 3-4 days ago, I wouldn't have thought a minute was.
Day 5 of the cold water challenge. Today we're going in the soup for 3 minutes. I didn't tell you this before, but this water's actually 5 degrees colder than an average ice bath.
What?
With 4 swims under our belt, we were finally ready for longer exposure time in the cold water.
Oh man, it's... Whoa!
55 seconds.
Okay,
You got this.
I got it.
After spending 3 minutes in the 7-degree water, everything gets blurry because you no longer know what your limitations are.
Shaky vibe. Yeah!
At 3 minutes, you need to control your breathing so that you don't hyperventilate, and you need to control your emotions so that you don't panic.
3, 2, 1. Yeah!
And just like that, we moved into the last 2 days of the challenge.
Did it! 3 minutes.
It's day 6 and it was daylight savings yesterday, which means we're gonna be going for a very dark swim.
Dude, you're already at 2 minutes. Wow.
I'm not dead yet.
2, 1. Get your ass out of there. Yeah.
Okay, Jesse's done. Jesse's done his 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. All right, swim time. Come on!
1 minute.
1 minute! Ow! That was so fresh, man. I cannot believe how cold it was.
We wrapped day 6 knowing that there was no more practice runs between us and the 10-minute challenge. On the morning of the final swim, the Ikario team had my back and took 3-minute ice baths to show their support.
Big breaths.
Like as if you're in a hurry, you gotta come out, stop, breathe for a bit, and then go back. We're trying to like experiment with how can we add to tomorrow to get to 10 minutes in the cold water? How can we figure it out? And today is 10 minutes, which is like, it's actually, I can't comprehend how we got
I'm
here.
just saying there's like an exponential curve.
How are you feeling?
Honestly, I'm so nervous that I have like bad guts. It's not good. I haven't slept in like 3 nights.
We'll call you back in 15 minutes or so.
Okay, cool.
Oh man, look at this view.
It's easier to dance when you're not going in.
This is day 7 of the Cold Water Challenge. We're down at the Port of Vancouver and me and Jesse are going in for 10 minutes. What? Let me see. Yeah!
To make sure that we had enough support and so that we couldn't back out of the challenge, I brought along a couple friends and we were on a live call with my teammates in Portugal.
Relax your shoulders, relax your hands.
Relax your back.
Relax my back. Just below the shoulder, breathe. And
Keep your arms in.
keep your arms
Hands
in.
down.
I've already got the shakes.
Keep your hands to yourself.
No funny business.
Funny business.
I'm like more nervous today than the other ones.
After 6 days of preparation, it was game on.
It's just 10 minutes of your life, man. Hit that countdown, Jared.
All right, 10 minutes, 15 seconds starting now.
First tentative steps.
Come on, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Hands on your hips. You can do it.
One impossible thing.
My core got
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct pleasure to say you're halfway there. 5 minutes is done. Okay, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. Fired up.
Fired up!
Ready to go.
Ready to go!
Fired up.
Fired up!
Ready to go.
Ready to go!
Fired up.
Fired up!
Plenty of sun.
Plenty of sun!
Fired up.
Fired up!
Here we go.
Here we go!
Yeah, baby. 3 minutes left. Now we're down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Here we go.
Thanks for doing this too. This is beautiful.
It's 2 minutes. Brush it off. Believe in yourself. There's 20 seconds left. Woo! Yes. Yes. All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, and we are coming down to the last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
How flippin' beautiful the sunrise.
After waking up before dawn 7 days in a row to plunge into the frigid Vancouver waters, we completed our cold water challenge. The chaos of the dark water meeting the glow of the rising sun made each morning incredibly beautiful, and I'm grateful to Jesse for doing this with me. Throughout the week I was nervous and slept poorly, but I didn't get sick, and I attribute that to the cold water boosting my immune system. Unfortunately, I exceeded my cold water limit too quickly, and after the final swim I went into mild shock. So a word of caution: if you take on a similar challenge, do it more gradually. However, ramping the exposure worked and allowed us to gain the confidence to keep moving forward. Personally, I never got used to the cold temperature, but it was encouraging that at around 3 minutes, time would get blurry. And by relaxing the tension in our shoulders and hands, the swims became more manageable. Cold water therapy is good for your health, but really it's good for your mental strength. A cold water plunge reminds us that when we push outside of our comfort zone, it can be incredibly rewarding, especially if we're willing to share the experience with a friend. Thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next one.